How does that feel
No,
as a Newcastle fan?
do you know what? I actually my son was there on the day. I wasn't. My son was there, but he had a great seat, so I felt like I was there. He just kept sending me imagery after imagery after imagery, and I watched it at home like all those people who weren't there with my wife and my 8-year-old granddaughter decked out in a Newcastle strip with a scarf. And I said to her before before the kickoff, I said, "Look, if Newcastle score, Isla, Granda might scare you here." And I said, if Newcastle win, Granda might scare you as well. So I scared her twice. I genuinely, I mean, with a Dan Burn header, I mean, just what a moment for him, but what a moment for everybody. Just that it was almost like time stopped for me. I watched it and I knew it was in. I'm sure he knew it was in. As soon as he edited it, I knew it was in. Yeah, and it was just that I was off the chair just before it went in. But and it's strange because we'll get on to talk about the new book, Steve. But actually, you know, these books are written. The book's coming out in May, but actually, it's written as you well know. It's written a year ago, or it's written so it's been with the publishers for such a long time. That actual book begins in 1976. The opening of the new book begins in 1976, and the opening lines I think are something like, "I first played for Newcastle United when I was 11 years old in 1996 because it was just after Dennis Stewart broke Kieran Moran's heart in the 1976 League Cup final with his overhead kick." So it's an amazing, and I was able, because the publishers have taken as long as they take to get it done, I was able to link that, and Kieran sadly passed away, but I was able to link that towards the final chapters and put a little bit in about the actual win itself and what it means to people. So the timing's pretty good, really. But it's you've been following this team for your whole life. I started when I was 16, but I'm nearly 60 now. And we don't we get oh my god, we get we get criticized from around the world even for celebrating the win, but actually it's for every one of us have got family members who've been part of that journey who aren't here anymore. So that win was just an outpouring of emotion. I don't know about you, but
Yeah.
at the end of the game, I tried to speak to my granddaughter and I couldn't speak.